Hi, this is Dr. Teresa Smith, Dr. Taz, and Taz is in the kitchen. I want to share with you what I've been making today. I've been using my Vital Mix blender, and I've already got our smoothie here, but I want to talk with you about what I put in the smoothie, but I want to tell you what was the impetus for me to be doing smoothies. I've had gastric sleeve surgery, and as a result of that, I only eat a little bit of food. And so I have to figure out inventive ways to get my food in. And so I've been working at this now for several years. And this particular smoothie is a strawberry raspberry smoothie that I just blended. And it smells good because I haven't tried it yet. So I'm gonna take a quick sip. It's good. And everybody, I can't really reach you to say hi, but thank you so much for joining me. So let me tell you what I put in this one. I had ice in my blender, and like I said, I'm using my Vitamix blender, so I put some ice in there. Then I use my C2O coconut water. My girlfriend told me it helps with hydration, so now I've been using the C2O coconut water to help with hydration because we all need to make sure we're hydrated. I use 1 scoop of the Vital Proteins, the strawberry blend. This is collagen protein, so I use quite a bit of the Vital Protein. I use the non-flavored one in my coffee, and then I also use it in my smoothies, but I'm enjoying the flavored one. Also, I love my skinny mixes, and so I use the raspberry skinny mix also in here. Hi Cyrus, thank you for joining me. And so I use that also. I love skinny mixes, so I have like almost a counter full of skinny mixes. I use it in everything. I even use it when I'm actually cooking something. It gives me that flavor, but I don't get the sugar added. And I think that's all that I put into this one. So it was the Vital Protein. I used some ice, and then I put the coconut water. I used my skinny mix. And of course, guys, I did actually have some raspberries, and I had some real strawberries. But let me tell you what was the impetus for this. As I said, you know, I'm always trying to figure out how can I eat more healthy and how can I get my protein in. And there are just days that I don't want to eat. That's, my mother would say, I just don't understand that, but I don't want to eat. And so the nutritionist doesn't really like for someone like me to get all of my nutrients from drinking like smoothies or shakes, but I get a lot of it from there. So I'm like, okay, it's getting cool now. I got to figure out a way to get my protein in because I'm not really drinking shakes. And when I drink shakes, I add them to my coffee. And so therefore, I'm not really getting all that sweetness because shakes can be a little sweet. So it's like, why not do smoothies? Because I like the smoothies sometimes, but I'm kind of flaky. I might like it for a couple of days and then I don't want that anymore. And so my attention span with food and things like that is real quick. I like it today, I don't like it tomorrow. But I said, okay, Taz, now you got to get this protein in. And so I was talking to my girlfriend also, Gina, and she was like, now, Teresa, now remember, more people need to have options for getting their protein in than just individuals who've had gastric sleeve surgery. And I said, yes, I know, Gina. She said, now, you know, I'm getting ready to have, she has cancer. And so this is the second bout that she's had with mouth cancer. And she told me that's considered head and neck cancer. And she said, you know, I will have to eat for a long time actually getting my protein in a different way. And she said, remember, there are people who are in my circumstances or individuals who have TMJ or who have problems with their mouth or their teeth, or individuals who just want to eat healthy, but they need different options. She said, so make sure when you're thinking about your smoothies, include that population. Well, I don't think anything just happens. And I said, okay, Gina. And so I started thinking about it. And I'm like, well, you're trying to get protein in, one, because we need protein for healing. Also, I need protein because I got to get some protein in. And I thought, what a unique way to help more than just individuals who have had gastric or metabolic surgery. And also, it will help individuals who may have diabetes. They want a little sweetness sometimes because this, like I said, I only put a little bit of the sweetener in, but my strawberries obviously have some sweetness, and this protein has a little bit of sweetness. So the shake, and I was sipping it for the first time. Oh, I'm sorry, I did add one other thing I just thought about. I added pineapples in this one. I had some leftover pineapples. So between the pineapple, the raspberry, and the strawberry, and just a little bit of the sweetener, it's more than sweet enough for me. And so again, I want us to start thinking differently, you know, because I was thinking very tunnel vision, what my needs were. And it's like, well, there are lots of people may be on a health journey. They're trying to change their eating habits, trying to get more fruits and vegetables in, because let me be honest, I've had gastric sleeve surgery. So here it is. I could never eat, well, I shouldn't say never, but in one serving, I got to get the protein in. So after I've eaten my little bit of protein, I eat very little vegetables or fruit. But when I blend it, I get a whole lot more. And so what I've been doing is offline, I have been working on some curated recipes, as the chefs would say. And this one today, I just threw it together. So I curated this new one. And so again, it's my way of trying to keep my meals more inventive. It's a way of trying to get the health benefit from proteins, getting my vegetables, because some of my smoothies, I've got actual vegetables and or fruit in them. And so it's just a unique way, and particularly at this time of year where it gets a little warm and some folks don't want to turn on their stove, it's a way for us to get our fruits and vegetables in. So starting next Saturday, I'm going to be dropping some videos. Now, some of my videos, I got to tell you, I was just getting started, and so you didn't really see me. Sometimes my camera was not quite over the mixer, and so it might be like, what is Todd's doing? Then I'm like, okay, I can't do the folks like this. You're going to have to come on camera, Todd. That means you got to put on some clothes, as Miss Gloria would say, put on some clothes and look presentable. So, you know, no makeup. So don't be saying, oh my gosh, you look bad. Well, I ain't put on no makeup. I'm just mixing me something to eat or to drink. So you'll be seeing me also on camera, but at first I was not on camera. But again, it's not about me. It's about the smoothies that I'm curating and the health benefit. So if you like smoothies, or you're like, oh, can I, you know, sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't, because that's the way I am too. But you're looking for a new way to get some fruits and vegetables in, get your proteins in, eat healthier. Please stay tuned. Every Saturday, I'm going to drop one of my videos, and then some Saturdays, I may even come live and make a new smoothie. Because again, it's all about what you got in the fridge too. So let me say this, because sometimes even I thought, well, I got to have certain stuff. No, the proteins that you will see me using, they're the proteins I actually have. The fruits, they're what I actually have. You know, sometimes I'm using some kale. Well, I got a raised bed outside now, so I'm using kale for my raised bed. So again, I'm not going out and buying anything particular. I'm not. I'm using what I have at home, because I know we have to be mindful of the economy too. So I'm using what I got, and whatever I got, I'm turning it into a smoothie, and I'm rolling with it. So I ask everybody to come along with me and join me on this smoothie. If you got ideas for smoothies, always drop them in the comments, and you know, I'll give it a whirl and see what we got. Because again, we got to be in this together, this health journey. You know, we're all getting older, and even if we're healthy, we want to stay healthy. And this is a good way to get your proteins in and to get your fruits and your vegetables in. And I must tell you, I do love my Vitamix. I love my Vitamix. And as you can see, this has been a healthy serving, because I'm not even, it'll take me about an hour and a half to drink all of this. But it's very good. I'm going to take one more sip so you guys can see me sipping this one. Well, I say sip. I'm actually going to drink this. Give me just a moment. It turned out good, because like I said, I have not made this one before, but I'm going to write it down. It turned out real good. It was the Vita Protein Strawberry. It was my coconut water. It was my raspberry skinny mix. Fresh pineapple that was about to go bad, so it might have a little sweetness to it. My fresh raspberries and my fresh strawberries. And I used my Vitamix blender, and it did the world. So until next time, which will be smoothie time, before you go trying to take care of somebody else, please, oh, I gotta get my baby. Who's it? Please, baby, please. I believe that's Keith Sweat. So please, baby, please, take care of yourself first, and stay tuned. Every Saturday, I'm gonna drop a smoothie of the day. Please join me on this journey. And like I said, drop a few ingredients in the chat, or in the comments, I guess I should say, and you know I'll give it a whirl. Until next time, take care of you. Bye now.